Hello everyone, this is just a quick video for Module 15, which is the end of our two modules about revision. So you're still working on that revised essay assignment, and so the last thing that you'll be doing is actually making the changes to your draft and then submitting the essay to the revised assignment. So the first thing you need to do is go back and look at what we did in Module 14. Remember, in Module 14, you submitted your essay for the peer edit and you completed 2 peer edits. So you were assigned 2 students and you gave them comments and you filled out the rubric for each of those students. And you also submitted to the online writing lab and you got feedback through your email, and then you submitted that feedback to this assignment right here. Now we're into Module 15, and so the second part of the assignment is to access all of that feedback and make changes to your essay. So we're looking at either your process essay or your cause and effect essay that you've chosen to revise. First thing you may want to do is look at instructor feedback. I have a video down here on how to access instructor comments if you've forgotten. You'll have inline comments, so the little annotated comments on the side, and you also have comments on the rubric. Remember that the cause and effect essay that you've submitted the most recently, that you may not have instructor feedback yet. And if you don't have a grade for the essay yet, then you don't have feedback yet, you can always email me and I'll try to fit that in earlier, because I know then that that's the one that you've chosen and you're working on. Hopefully I'll have them all graded, but sometimes this time of the semester I get really backed up. So you'll have that, you'll have instructor feedback, you'll have hopefully two responses from peers. If they both did it, you may only have one. If you don't have any peer comments at all, so you didn't get any feedback from your peers, send me an email and we'll figure something out. Then you also have the online writing lab, and so that will be another source of comments. And then you got those 3 areas to look at, and then of course you also have your own revision ideas. And so when you are completing the writing process, you should always be aware that every part of what you have written could be changed, revised, rewritten, etc., in order to improve it so that it sounds better, so the wording is better, so that you have avoided a lot of the issues that we've seen throughout the semester. We've learned a lot about grammar, we've learned a lot about punctuation, and so all of those are things that you can look at. Keep in mind also that instructor, peer, and online writing lab, they may only look at, if you have a lot of comma splices, you may only get a comment on 1 or 2, and then you have to go look for the rest of them. Or you may have misspelled a word and you've misspelled it throughout the entire essay. You have to go back and look for all of those, or capitalization or something like that. And so there will be some things where you are making more changes than just the individual comments that you have seen. The other thing to remember is that you have to make changes to your essay in order to get credit for this assignment. Otherwise, all of this work is completely pointless if you just turn in the exact same draft. So make sure that you save this as a new essay or new file so that you're not accidentally submitting the original. So this is the assignment submission spot. You'll hit start assignment in order to submit it. And then basically you're looking at these 4 areas for feedback, your peers, the online writing lab, your instructor, and your own ideas. And then you'll have many changes from the first version that you submitted for a grade. Some of those changes may be minor ones, punctuation, capitalization, spelling. And some of them might be major ones. So I know some of you in your process essays, since you haven't submitted the cause and effect yet, the process essay, or you will not have submitted it yet. Some of you chose a topic that didn't even work for the assignment. So you may be completely rewriting the essay. I don't know. So there may be a lot of stuff that you have to improve on. It may be a huge reorganization, or it might just be minor things. So make sure that you are looking for everything that can be changed in the essay and improving it top to bottom. You're graded on your revision, so your ability to actually revise the essay, not the original criteria. I'll be looking at the original criteria to make sure that you met all of them. So like if you got if you didn't have a thesis in your first version and this one still does not have a thesis, then you will be docked points. However, I'm not going to use the original grading rubric for this assignment. So and just kind of keep that in mind. You're graded mostly on the actual revision, so you do have the potential to earn all 50 points for this assignment. So spend some time. You have an entire week to do this, and this is an essay that you've already written. So sometimes revision takes just as long as writing it to begin with, and sometimes it's a little bit easier, so it kind of depends on where you're at. So that is the module, and that is the last thing that we're doing besides the final, which will be a review of the class and reflection on the class. And so we are almost done with the semester at this point. And so this is our last, it's not a new assignment, but it's our last major assignment. So if you have any questions, have any concerns, make sure that you email me.